Hi everybody! This is Mama Bear, one of those Mama Bears Day, and today we are doing Cooking with a Toddler, episode 2. Say bye, Alexander. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Before we die. Alright everyone, now, what we're making today is some nice, delicious, quick, and fun and easy to make ground beef cupcakes. The first thing you want to do is to go ahead and start peeling your potatoes, and you can make as much as you want because we are going to use mashed potato as a topping, kind of like an icing on top of our cupcake. So, what I have done already is to use my pre-made cupcake board mashed potato mix because it's just so much quick. It cuts down the time that I'm using to cooking. So I went ahead and I used one and one half a cup of water, 2 tablespoons of butter. I also used half a cup of milk, and I used a whole milk, but you can use any milk that you want. And I used 1 1/3 of a cup of flakes of this box. But you can feel free to use whatever mashed potato you have. And let me just show you how my mashed potato out of my box came, and it's done nice and easy. And we're going to just set that aside for later to use as a topping. The next thing we're going to need for our recipe is ground beef. And this ground beef, it's the main ingredient. Without it, it wouldn't be called ground beef cupcake. So, I love this recipe because it just takes 30 to 35 minutes in the oven, in that period of time I can do whatever I have to be done. And it only takes about 10 to 15 minutes of preparation time. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to put to my ground beef now. And that is half of a sweet onion, nicely diced. It's in very small pieces so that your toddler can eat it. He won't suspect there are onions in there, but he would love the taste. So I'm just going to put that in. Now that I got all my nice and diced onions in here, I'm going to put some shredded garlic. And all I did was that I took 4 garlic cloves just like this big, and I shredded them, and that's how it looks like. So I'm just going to dump that in there, and these are 3, and I wanted to show you how I shredded my garlic. And I just have one of these shredding thing, and I shred my garlic. So I just wanted to tell you how quick and easy it is to do it. You don't need all of those electric machines to get your garlic nice and shredded just the way you want it to be. Alright, so I'm shredding my garlic, and oops, I dropped it. It is kind of late to be making this dish, but I wanted to make it anyway just because I wanted to get rid of those doing the video. I forgot to do it on Friday. And I'm just going to use that time where my husband is giving milk to my toddler. So, I have that in. The next thing I'm going to use is some, breadcrumbs. Now, if you don't have breadcrumbs, this is, just an addition to it. It's going to give it a nice texture to it. It's a must for me, but it doesn't have to be a must for you. You can use breadcrumbs like I'm using right now. Sometimes what I do is that I just take a bowl of water like this one, and I put some sliced bread, and then I break the breads apart and I put it in here, and that works just like the bread comes as well. But I don't have bread right now, just notice that, and I'm still going to make my recipe, so I'm just going to use some dry breadcrumbs, and I use the Italian style breadcrumbs. Oops. And I'm just going to take a handful. Let's just dump it in there. Take it to, and that's it. My next ingredient is going to be some Parmesan cheese. Very grated, or however you want to call it. It needs to be Parmesan. But I don't have Parmesan, see, and I'm all about substitution in my kitchen whenever I don't have, so I can make it work. And I want a cheesy ground beef cupcake, so I'm going to use some grated mozzarella cheese, which works just like the Parmesan cheese. I'm not saying it's the best, or one is better than the other, but it is a good substitute since I don't have Parmesan. It's going to taste just delicious. I'm going to go ahead and dump my cheese in there. And how much cheese? Well, as much as you like, I want to say, but I don't want to say go overboard. Remember, just like you're marinating your ground beef with the cheese, it's not like you want cheese only and no ground beef to be shown. Okay? Now, the next thing you're going to do is I have a nice little bowl in here, and I have 3 eggs about this side, and I'm just going to go ahead and crack those eggs in a separate bowl. That way, you know, nicely done. They beat it. They are beaten before they go into my ground beef, and I don't get any of that crack on it. And with that very same whisk, I'm not even going to wash it or anything, that I mashed the mashed potatoes with, I'm kind of going to whisk this egg in here. And it's going to be nicely done. I'm going to use a little bit of salt on my eggs. To give a flavor too. I have my nice beating egg mixture in here, and I'm just going to dump it in my ground beef. Nice and easy. Now, I'm sorry about that. Now, as everybody knows, what does the chef that inspired me to do this recipe say? Let's get your hands in there and let's get dirty. And you are just going to take all the ingredients and you're going to put it together. You're marinating that ground beef that you have in there with all those ingredients that we put it together. Now, there's something else that I'd like to add to my ground beef, and that is a little bit of basil. And how much basil? Well, as much as you like. Some people don't like basil, some people do. And a little bit of complete seasoning. And I'm going to keep on doing that step of getting dirty and putting my hands in there so I can mix all the ingredients together. What's the next thing that you want to do? I already added salt. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. I'm sorry. Do you need to know? But you do add salt and pepper as you like. I'm getting everything together in there. Right. This is how my ground beef is looking like now that everything is nicely put together. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands so that I can show you the next step. I am rinsing out water, some hand soap on it, and tell me please down below in the comment area how I'm doing with the video, how much you like cooking, what is your variation of this recipe. Everybody has a nice little way of making a recipe their own. That's the one thing that I love about cooking. So, the next thing you're going to do is that you're going to need any type of salt that you will use with your spaghetti. Any type of salt that you like to make. I'm not all about making salsas. It's not the best thing that I can do. So I have this pre-made one. It's tomato, onion, and garlic pasta sauce. And this is the one that I'm going to use. And this is just, we're going to use it as a topping. We're going to use ketchup as a topping as well. And we are going to be using more cheese. This one is going to be shredded. It could be in big chunks. It could be a regular shredder. I just had some more mozzarella cheese that I shredded in my house in a little bit of bigger pieces than the ones I use for mixing in with my ground beef. The next thing we're going to use is olive oil cooking spray. But you can use any cooking spray that you want. And if you don't have a cooking spray, then guess what? You can just use butter or you can use oil. Now, at this point, I want you to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Yes, that is 400 degrees. And your main kitchen utensils, or your main kitchen tool, would be a muffin pan. And I have right here just a standard muffin pan that I got at the store, and it's non-stick, or so it's supposed to be, but I'm still going to spray it with my cooking spray. And if you want, you can put cupcake liners and something fun to do, you know, but I'm not going to put cupcake liners because I don't have and because it's not necessary. So I'm going to put some cooking spray all over my my pan. If you can see it right there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be making nice little balls of my ground beef. Just like this. This is how big they're supposed to be. And I'm going to dump it in there. And you can make as many as you want. So, there's one thing that I want to tell you before I'm done with this video. And that is to subscribe, people. Tell me any ideas that you want, any other cooking recipe that you would like me to do for you, you know, anything toddler related that you want to talk about. Because the reason why I started this YouTube channel was that I'm kind of getting stressed out in a point of my life with the with the whole toddler situation. And I'm just glad that YouTube helped me through it. It's an amazing thing to do, to just kind of go to YouTube and research everything. And I think YouTube has been a part of my life, and vlogging has been a part of my life ever since I got pregnant. It helped me to do so much research. It's amazing. And I got so many amazing ideas to share with all of you. So, just wait out for the future. The reason why I don't have ideas so often share with you is because, like I said, I'm a full working mother, and well, there's so little time that I have. So I'm sorry this is taking so long, but I'm just getting those nice round ground beef balls in there. I want to show you how that is. And wow, it was a perfect match. All the ground beef that I took out was enough to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 ground beef cupcakes. So, go ahead and wash my hands one more time. Dry them with some paper towel. And I'm going to show you how my ground beef looks like right in that muffin pan. Isn't that delicious? It already smells amazing. What are we going to do now, people? We are going to top it. I am going to go ahead and get one of those frosting things that I have for decorating the cake and things like that. And I'm sorry I didn't have this layout, but I should start with it. It's an amazing idea to get your frosting to look really nice. I'm going to put my mashed potato in. And the way you do this is any kind of way. You know, if you like making cakes at home and you like decorating those cakes, and you'll know just how you do the preparation to put the icing on the cake is exactly how you do the preparation to put our mashed potato icing on our mashed potatoes. On our ground beef. I'm using one of these. These have been the ones that have worked amazing for me, and I bought them at Walmart. And well, let's just say ever since I got this, I learned how to decorate cakes better than anybody else. I'm just kidding. Not better than anybody else, but just better than what I used to do. So I'm going to go ahead and decorate my mashed potatoes. So this is one that I did just putting the mashed potato in. If you don't have anything to decorate your icing in, all you can do is just get a spoon and put your mashed potato in there, girl. So I'm going to take another one and I'm going to push some ketchup on it. Get my little spatula. I got the ketchup on it. And I got my little spatula. Just put it around. And then I'm going to add more mashed potato. So, nice and gorgeous looking. Now I'm going to take my pasta sauce. I got the pasta sauce right here. I'm going to spread it out. This is my pasta sauce, everybody. I have spread it out. And just for the purpose of this demonstration, so you know you can do it with anything in your house. I'm going to take a spoon. I'm going to put mashed potato on my spoon. And I'm just going to go ahead and dump my mashed potato in. And you work just the same. Look at that, everybody. Now we're going to do something different in here. We're going to put our ketchup. I'm going to do 2 with ketchups. And 2 with the special sauce that you're going to be cooking at your home, or the pre-made one that I have in here. And all I'm going to do is add some shredded cheese. First I'm going to spread that sauce around. And then I'm going to take some cheese and add to it. A nice little ball of cheese. And you know what? You don't have to be perfect. So that's all we're doing. We got mashed potato put in the first 3 ones, and cheese and sauce put in the second 3 ones. So let's see how that works out. You're going to see these are just going to be deliciously cheesy. Now I'm going to go ahead and pour over more sauce to the rest of them. Remember, you need to have that oven preheating, otherwise it's just going to take a longer cooking time, and we don't want that. Plus, you're working up your oven in the wrong way. You want your oven to be nice and friendly, my friend. So, you can decorate these as much as you want or as little as you want. I've seen people do it. Actually, we did it in the daycare that I work at, and I've seen them do it just with the meatloaf. They didn't decorate it at all. I'm decorating because I'm in my house, but guess what? Not everybody has to do it. I'm going to go ahead and put more mashed potato in, and this time, after I'm done putting all the mashed potato in, I'm going to shred some cheese on top of them. See how that looks like. How that tastes like. You know, I'm going to leave 2 without sauce. So, I'm just about done. Just want to get all that shredded cheese in here. And I'm ready to show you how those baby look like. Now, all I did was the following. Salt, mashed potato with the spoon were just the same. I used my little decoration tipper. I put some sauce and the mashed potato on top. This one, just the mashed potato on it. Sauce and shredded cheese. Ketchup and shredded cheese. Ketchup and shredded cheese. More sauce and shredded cheese. This one is a special one. It has the sauce, it has the mashed potato, and it has the shredded cheese on top. This one is just sauce, ketchup, and mashed potato. And then these 2 right here are simply the ground beef with sauce on top. We're going to see how that looks like. So, get ready, set, go. I'm putting this baby in the oven. Very hot and steamy in there. I'm going to get my phone and I'm going to set this baby up to have a timer of 30 minutes. It takes around 30 to 35 minutes to get done, but I want to make sure that I know as soon as 30 minutes has gone by. 30 minutes, everybody, my little nice timer. I want to make sure that as long as my 30 minutes are done, I'm going to go ahead and check those out, and if they still look like they're not cooked enough, then I'm going to leave it for 5 minutes longer. But I believe and I trust that in 30 minutes it will be just good enough. So now I'm ready to go play with my toddler. Ready to go give him some milk or some goodies that I have saving. But if you want your toddler Hello, I just wanted to show you what the finished product looks like. Now all I have done is to take my ground beef out of my cupcake sheet, and that was easily done because they didn't stick at all, so I just kind of took a spoon and take them out. And I actually took them out right away after I was careful, but I took them out right after they were out of the oven. But it's totally up to you. I do recommend to at least let it cool for 30 minutes and then take it out. And what I did was that I put some liners on a plate, on a regular piece of plate, on a regular plate. I put some liners, and what I mean by that is that I put some towel paper on it so that it could absorb whatever oil your ground beef had, because as we all know, ground beef can be very oily, and you don't want to eat all that in. So, and then I just kind of put them there, one next to the other. And let me show you how that looks like. Go ahead and turn the camera down. And ta-da! That is exactly how my ground beef cupcakes look like. I just wanted to give a shout out to Chef Billy, who was the pro who showed me how to make these. Now Mike don't look as beautiful as his does, but you're welcome to go check out his link. And I'm sure this will taste as delicious as his does, because I've done these before and they just taste amazingly cheesy and flavorous. Alright? So you let me know down below how your ground beef cupcakes turn out to be like. And bye-bye. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe, and remember, I'm always here. Any questions you got, just comment down below. Bye-bye. See you next time on Cooking with a Toddler.